Hello, fan. Start again. It's all live. Hello, Fantons, from me, CC, on Europop Music. Listen, I didn't get round to Jonathan this year simply because of two reasons. Number one, last year, 4 of the reactions I have done have been the most outperforming songs. In other words, outperforming all the others for all of last year and this year as well, inclusive. The same reactions are getting more and more and more likes, comments, so thank you for that. And subscribers, thank you for that. I've had a lot of Jonathan subscribers recently. Now, I promised 4 reactions. This is the first. Oh, 4 for 2023. It's one of my favorite songs, I'll Make a Man Out of You. And he sings with a group called, and I hope I say it properly, Capella, but it's D Capella. So D Capella is a cappella group formed via a national search and run by Disney Music Group, featuring Disney songs. The group originally consisted of Antonio Fernandez, Joe Santoni, Morgan Keane, Orlando Dixon, RJ Wozner, Shelley Regner, and Sojourner Brown. Kellen Kelly and Kelly Denise Taylor joined the group after Regner and Brown left. Nadek Sharon is an American singer, arranger, and composer, was D Capella's co-creator, music director, and arranger and producer. And the history was they were conceived in 2012 with auditions starting in November 2017. Then it was announced in 2017 as being formed by the Disney Music Group through a nationwide search for talent run by Deke Sharon. Now the plans at the time was for a 7-member group, a soprano, a mezzo, an alto, tenor, high baritone, low bass, and vocal percussionists. And on April the 29th, 2018, the 7 members were confirmed to be the Newsies star Morgan Keane as the soprano, Pitch Perfect star Shelley Regner was the mezzo, and Tony Awards performer Sigourney Brown was the alto. On the Saturday night, performer all these names, wow, RJ Wozner as the tenor. The voice finalist Orlando Dixon as the baritone, and Hung Capella member Joe Santoni as the bass, and American Music Machine member Antonio Fernandez as the vocal percussionist. In 2018, a list of 14 members was released at the time, and Disney planned for 2 separate touring teams with D Capella Group. So that is it, and the current members are Antonio, vocals, Joe, bass, Morgan, soprano, Orlando, baritone, Shelley, mezzo, and Callan is mezzo as well. Altos are Sigourney and Kelly, and tenor is RJ Wozner. And that's the lineup. Now, I'll Make a Man Out of You is a song written and composed by Matthew Wilder and lyricist David Zippel for Walt Disney's picture, the 36th animated film Mulan. Appearing on the film's soundtrack, Mulan, an original Walt Disney Records soundtrack, I'll Make a Man Out of You is performed by the American singer Donny Osmond. Oh, that brings back memories. Donny and Maria. Paper roses. Oh, I'm showing my age. So we get going. As the voice of Captain L. Shang in lieu of American actor B.D. Wong, who provides the character's speaking voice. Now the song also features contributions from Lee Salonga and the singing voice of Mulan. Now this is the original, okay? This is not the version that you're going to hear. The version you're going to hear is with Jonathan and D Capella. But in the original, they had Eddie Murphy as Musha, Harvey Fierstein, Jerry Tondo, and Wilder himself as Yo, Shen Po and Ling respectively. In addition, Mashu has a speaking line unlike the other characters in the song. Now, I'll Make a Man Out of You was written to to replace the song We'll Make a Man Out of You after the film's original songwriter Stephen Schwartz departed from the project in favor of working on DreamWorks' The Prince of Egypt. Wilder and Sibel were inspired to complete the song after conceiving its ironic title, and the initial draft of the track was immediately approved by Disney prior to Mulan. Osmond had auditioned for the role of Hercules in Disney's Hercules, a role for which he was ultimately turned down by the directors because they felt that he sounded too old. Disney eventually cast Osmond as the singing voice of Shang because the singing voice is similar to Wong's speaking voice. An up-tempo military-style song that incorporates both Eastern and Western musical styles. I'll Make a Man Out of You is performed today by Jonathan Antoine and Di Capella. So that's the whole background behind it. As much as you need to know, we'll get bored with any other details because we need to hear it, don't we, everybody? 1, 2, 3, let's go.
I would like to welcome my guests, the Disney a cappella sensation, Di Capella! Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? You're the saddest bunch I ever met. You can bet before we're through, Mr. I'll make a man out of you. Tranquil as a forest, but on par with it. Once you find your center, you are sure to win.
You're a spineless, pale, pathetic lot, and you haven't got a clue.
Somehow I'll make a man out of you.
I'm never gonna catch my breath. Think about it, those who knew me. Boy, was I a fool in school for cutting.
He was a fool for cutting chins.
This guy's got him scared to death.
Do hope he doesn't see right through me.
Now I really wish that I knew how to swim.
We must be swift as the coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon, with all the strength of raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Time is racing toward us till the Huns arrive. Heed my every order, and you might survive. You're unsuited for the rage of war, so pack up, go home, you're through. How could I make a man out of you? We must be swift as the coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon, with all the strength of raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. We must be swift as the coursing river,
With all the force of the great typhoon.
with all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon.
Woo! Wow, wow, wow. Absolutely brilliant. As always, Jonathan, you just pull it out of the bag every time and you make so many people happy. Now, I'm giving you a follow through on this because honest music and lyrics written in common time of a tempo of 114 beats per minute, everybody, and starting out in the key of G major. I'll Make a Man Out of You has been identified as a heroic power ballad and an anthem that features an upbeat thumping rhythm, as you saw in Di Capella's thumping sounds that they were making, Wilder himself identified I'll Make a Man Out of You as a very odd pop song. The Disney Song Encyclopedia described the song as a rhythmic military song, beginning with a military-style drum introduction. And I'll Make a Man Out of You, which is immediately preceded by the emotional ballad Reflection in the film itself, Mullen, soundtrack album, breaks up the slower pace of the songs according to the filmtracks.com. Now, similar to the song A Girl Worth Fighting For, the ironically titled I'll Make a Man Out of You plays off Mullen's secret because Shang is unaware that she is actually a girl, as observed by Jeffrey Gantz of The Phoenix. Johnson Chow, author of Diversity in Disney Films, critical essays on race, ethnicity, gender, sexuality, and disability, received the song as a counterpart to the all-female music number Honor to Us All. And going into the last verse, the song's key shifts up to F minor and later towards the end. The backing track falls into silence and Jonathan's vocals come to the fore. Jonathan's vocal range is many octaves, as we know, from D3 right up to G1, I think, beginning with 2 verses followed by a bridge, a refrain, a final verse, and repeated choruses you've heard. The song is a total of 3 minutes and 21 seconds of utter bliss, especially when Jonathan sings it. International versions, Hong Kong actor Jackie Chan was hired to dub the voice of Shang and record I'll Make a Man Out of You in Mandarin and Cantonese. The special edition DVD release of Mulan features a musical video of Chan performing the song. The video also depicts Chan performing martial arts inspired choreographics. Positively received, Scott Chitwood of ComingSoon.net called Chan's rendition a fun addition for Chan fans, while Nancy Turin of the Dallas Morning News wrote that he performed the song very ably. The special edition DVD release of the movie also features a multilingual version of the song Make a Man Out of You, sung in 16 of the 30 versions originally released for the movie. Now finally, the critical response was met mostly with positive reviews from both film and music critics. Ivan Tang wrote there hasn't been a single chorus in all of post-Mulan pop music that has managed to rival the roaring power in the refrain in the song I'll Make a Man Out of You. I think that sums up everything we need to know. Hope you've enjoyed it. Jonathan, welcome back. First of many reactions. I'll catch up, Fantons, between now and the futuro. Until then, don't forget to sign to this channel to hear more of your favorite artists and others on the channel begging for you to listen to them as well. Please do enjoy the channel, enjoy the music, and don't forget to like and subscribe.